Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. You shouldn't have any trouble digesting our food. This one's smarter than my navigation computer. Stiff upper lip, even without all the ice.
I don't know what to do.
If you were any more composed, you'd be a symphony. You certainly know your way around a MacPick. You certainly know your way around a MacPick. Look at that! A real scientist! I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite. A physician? Not many of you left. A lab spread, eh? Huh, we all start somewhere, I suppose. Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there. They're holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hot. Thorn won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
treat it last resort. Any game. Game like texture depends. And now NG. First thing that add a
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Sounds like Owen Wilson.
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
What a pleb.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our
What is this guy, a walking advertisement?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company...
Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in this...
Tactical time dilation. Due to the complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. It? There's no real hack involved. Just hold a button. bodies were there? Just three?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Add up.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself.
Yeah, sure you could.
Just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Okay.
One down. Gotta reload.
Is there a way to like...
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Intruders are not authorized to access the Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous. For your help. Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person. Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal.
Because I'm stealing it.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Not a marauder, bitch.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself. Jetstream procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other. I understand. I will require some time to process this. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your... I understand. You are speaking. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on... I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator with a high-capacity power regulator... I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please, this cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered... It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed. Best of luck in your search.
Well, that's a good one. Ability to fast travel when encumbered. Where I gotta go? Great.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Fuck out of here. Oh, okay.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Beats working at the tannery.
Spacer's choice takes care of its own.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Taddz ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to choose between screwing him over with the... Wow.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power... Go down to the geothermal plant. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, the people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those to speak to their leader. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I mean, if that's all right with...
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot. You will need an administrative passcode in order to...
Great!
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you.
Alright, bitch.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute?
I will once we get out, like you said.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job, and... Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word. It's just... he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work... All I know is she left after her son died. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big spacer's choice. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. The mission's on the east side of town. You can... Thanks, mister. That's what my dad...
Alright, so... let's go see what happens.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, fuck me.
Get past that armor.
Oh, he died too? Thought off shotgun 86. Ooh, that's 180. Okay. That's a light assault rifle. Dang. Why do I gotta go back there? Yeah, what the fuck? Why do I gotta go back there now? Hello?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Is anyone here?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Oh?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Well, that's nice. The local priest is involved in gambling.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Yeah, and of course they're not going to want to.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's my retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you...
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. Thank you. Any progress? Please. A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe... Because I'm also...
Right, because you're a collector, okay. Why is it making me exit over here? The fuck? Why is it making me exit that way? Isn't there another exit? Whatever, dude. I thought you were gonna do banana bread today. No, you don't. You don't have to. Just put regular pieces of banana. No. You're trying to tell me we don't have any that are old here? Excuse me? Is that it? I feel like there was more.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. A geo what? Look, Clancy, if you're gonna start wandering around my camp, no... Over in the hothouse. Enough with the question. Explains why you're still yammering. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. It's not like Zoe to go... Can't imagine where...
Unless the Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be found in a lot of places.
Appreciate. I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody... Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled. Well, enough to know. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Could be. What is it? What is it? I'll tell you what I can.
No!
What is...
Alright. Go talk to this bitch.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes,
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such...
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? Are you staying long? You should try... A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. So, like the spores of the puffball, it is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has... The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Dang.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own... He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will...
Now what? Fuck, now what do I do? What the fuck happened over here? I need to meet someone that I can sell my shit to.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh snap, now what?
Look out! Everyone all right? Down they go!
Dang. Where are all these dead bodies? Gotta be a way to shut those off. Ah, 'cause you don't respond, dude. You don't respond, dude. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready, my guy. I'm fucking ready, though.